Thank you and welcome to another episode of Ask the XPerts. We're here at TSSA, October 2024, and I'm so excited to bring Gary Edmonds. I know so many of you know him, the storage manager. He wears it on his shirt, so he knows what he's supposed to be doing, he says. At XPS, one of the things that we know is that we don't know everything, but we're really grateful to know people who do. And you are definitely one of those people. So I wanted to give you an opportunity to just kind of chat about management, third party in the self-storage space and what that looks like. What can people expect?
Well, and third-party management takes up a lot of different questions, and a lot of people think about it's all about renting the unit, and it's all about, getting the tenants in and getting the payments, but what so many people forget about is it's all that other stuff too. It's maintaining compliance for PCI, and it's worrying about the gate that breaks. And I was telling somebody the other day that there's two styles of facilities: those without a gate and those with a gate that breaks a lot. And but there's a lot, there's
some truth.
There's an awful lot of truth to that some days, and it's all those things that they aren't the sexy, glamorous things that we think about, but they're what makes a difference when you're a management company, is paying attention to those details. Yeah, we all have to market. Oh man, do we have to market?
Right.
But it's a lot of the unsexy work that happens behind the scenes that makes a difference.
So talk to me a little bit about maybe two questions that you hear over and over again from people who are considering management. What are they really thinking about?
How much is this going to cost me?
Fair. Okay.
I mean, we are Americans. We do worry about it.
Okay, so how does that work? Is it a flat monthly fee? Is it a percentage? What is it?
Well, typically the management fee is a percentage based, but then there's, the buffet of services that are also available. Some of our clients need bookkeeping and accounting help, some don't.
Okay.
We offer a monitoring service where we're watching cameras after dark for facilities that are maybe not in the best areas.
I love it.
And need to be a little, handled a little more carefully at night.
Are you offering that service to just anyone or only to your management clients?
That's a standalone service that we offer.
Okay, fantastic. I did not know you did that. I just learned something new.
Pretty inexpensive, but it's not 24-hour, but, nobody's breaking into the facilities at 2 in the afternoon, typically. And if they do, the regular management team can handle that anyway.
Right.
It's mostly, that 10 to 6 window that most of us close our facilities that seems to have the issues. So,
that's true.
The flat management fee is typically a percentage, but then the extra services you typically will have a flat fee based on the facility.
I love it. What's the number one service that people do ask you to do for them?
Usually they settle on the management side.
Okay, just the management.
That seems to be the thing. Most people, when they buy a facility or something, they typically think the area is a lot better than maybe it sometimes ends up being. Or, this is America, and sometimes areas degrade over time. So the management is by far the most common service out there that we offer.
Are you still putting people in the stores, or where do you land on that?
We are mostly remote. We don't do much operation with people in stores. It's just so hard with the labor market, and then you spend time training them, and then you're often disappointed, or they move on to another opportunity and you start all over.
Right.
And with the advantages of the call center like XPS has, you can do as good a job selling that facility as somebody that's there.
Right.
And
what are you doing for boots on the ground, though?
We get a local janitor type person typically.
Okay.
That's what we can't do remotely.
Exactly.
We can't pick up the trash. We can't grab that mattress that somebody leaves behind. We've got to have somebody on site to do that. They do unit counts and things like that we also can't do. But the flip side of that is with security systems and everything these days, we can keep a pretty good eye on the facility.
Yeah, you sure can.
And,
you get a Noki lock in there, then you're doing just fine knowing who's in your facility and who's out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree.
So, you can still do a lot of good quality management remotely, but we can't pick up the garbage.
Yep, I hear you. So tell me a little bit about what happens when your call center, you have an on-site call center, right? Your own team, right?
Our own team.
So when they get a call and it's something that they know needs to be done at the facility, what does your internal procedure look like for that?
Well, obviously we're like everybody. We have our own chain of command, and most of the time it gets bumped up to the call center managers and then on up to what we call site coordinators.
Okay.
And a site coordinator will oversee 8 to 12 facilities typically, and then they're the ones that are usually responding to whatever crisis of the day it is.
Right. The broken gate, probably.
The broken gate, or the tenant can't find the key to their lock and needs the lock cut, and all those things.
Yeah. So you're coordinating, having somebody go out there to do those kinds of things.
Some days.
I love it. Where are your stores? Are they in a certain geographic area, or?
We stay in the Eastern and Central time zones.
Okay.
Just for the simplicity of, managing the hours and everything. But mostly Midwest and Southeast, because that's where the stores are.
I love it.
Those 2 time zones are where we try to stay.
Is there anything else that, because you're being recorded, you just want people to know about?
Shannon is the best.
Well, okay. I'll pay you later
we know
for that.
But
I mean, things they didn't already know, Gary. No, for real. Is there
might
anything?
be somebody watching that didn't know that.
I suppose it's possible.
Are you out there?
Are you? I'm coming for you. I love it. No, for real. Is there anything that you want people to know? What about somebody who's thinking about getting into this industry? I talk to people at every show who are, I'm looking at my first deal. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I think in 2024 and 2025, we need to have even more of a skeptical eye and a little bit less of a positive perspective on it. And that's a subtle shift in mindset, but you need to make sure that a deal really works well and not just, I think if all these things happen positively, I can make it a deal. Because those things just aren't happening in our industry currently. Obviously, things change over time, politically, economically, all that stuff.
Yep.
But for the people looking to get into the industry, it's still a great industry.
Right.
But it just, now's not the time to go running in on just something you find that's close to your house or close to your dollar range or something just because it's
right. Pencil
harder.
that out.
Yeah.
I love
Twice.
it. Measure twice, clip once.
Very
right?
close. Yep.
I love it. Thank you so much, Gary.